everybody. Happy Sunday. This is day 1, week 3. So I didn't film week 2. I actually did film a little bit, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna skip week 2. I'll come back with week 3. Week 2 was great. I lost another 1.8 pounds. So it's almost like 4 pounds in 2 weeks. So I don't expect that to stay going, keep going in that direction that fast, but it was really good. On my Renfo scale at home, I think it was like 164.9, and then I go in for my Weight Watcher meeting and it was like 165.4. So the scales are a little different, but that's fine. I'm in the 165 area. I'm so excited. So it's Sunday. I'm getting in my second workout. This morning was a complete mess. We actually had we had a power outage, so I wouldn't have been able to film anyway. And then we got ready for church, and then my girls have swim class. So it's just been a busy Sunday. Grocery store, all that fun stuff. I'm going downhill, so I can't breathe. But I'm getting in my second walk. Pretty much everything is already done for the day. I need to also do my progress pic because, like I said earlier, it was so dark, like we had no power. I actually rode my Peloton in the dark. I just used my Peloton app to get things done. But I'm walking back now. I'm on my return from my walk. So like I said, week 2 was great. On to week 3. This is day 15. And so I will definitely, I probably won't film anymore this evening once I get home because my kids and husband, we're just going to get ready for the week. But I'll definitely be picking up the camera tomorrow, taking you guys with me throughout the week and showing you what's going on. So I hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I will see you tomorrow. So good morning, everybody. It is 4:38. I am brewing some coffee. I actually picked this coffee up at Costco, which I really like it. It's more medium roast, but it's been good. I'm already got my bear bottom mug going. Some brewing coffee. I'm gonna go get the cat because she's downstairs, feed her, and then I'm going to switch over. Just so you guys know, this collagen it's unflavored, okay? So I use this every morning, and it's already starting the day off with 19 grams of protein. So for us Weight Watchers people, this is a full 1 point for 1 scoop. I'll list that on the screen too. Also, so the creamer is 2 points, and then so I have that warming up. I have my collagen already for 1 point, so coffee is 3 points for me. I will list that on the screen. So I wanted to include this real quick. Another part of my daily morning routine is that I will sit down. I have it's called a Hobonichi planner. I'll show you guys what this looks like. The cover, but it's a Hobonichi. I think this is the Techo, the size. It's like an A5 size, okay? And what I do, I typically come down here, I'll write down like 3, however many things I can come up with at the moment. Usually I do 3 things that I'm just grateful for in the moment, like the day, to kind of just set my mind to the right way of thinking, not being negative or not being down on myself. So like 3 things I'm grateful for. And sometimes I find myself like repeating, like, oh, I'm grateful for my family. I mean, I truly am grateful for them. So it's just a matter of me putting it to paper so that I can not, stay on the negative. So 3 things I'm grateful for. I'll usually list it here, and then I'll usually write out a Bible verse. I usually try to stick with I think it's the Bible app, the YouVersion. And whatever that verse is, I try to write out the daily scripture. I've been doing this for quite a minute. I've done this for a couple years where in some planner of mine, I write down daily scripture. And so I'll do that. And then sometimes if I have time, as the planner is in Chinese, I think this is Chinese. You can get it in English too, but why not get it in Chinese? Even though I can't read it. But anyway, if I have time, I'll write like, you know, kind of my thoughts or write out my prayer for the day or just whatever's on my mind if I have time. I don't always have time to do so. So that is another part of my morning that I try to get in outside of working in my actual planner and then doing my reading. In this planner, I've had this for years. I typically will write down like my weight. Of course, you know, the weekend I'm actually lower than this, but you know, had a dinner with my husband, stayed within points and within calories, but the sodium is there, so a little bit of bloat, but that's okay. But I typically will write down my weight here on the bottom line and then just like little to-dos for the day. This is the planner that I usually take with me. So this is my other planner that I use. I typically stay within 3 books, and then I actually have another notebook that just write down like maybe some video ideas or, you know, just that random stuff that pops in your brain and you're like, let me write this down before I forget. I have another notebook that I keep in my little bag. So these are my 3 books that I typically stay in. You can tell I got some fall. I told you guys I'm so ready for fall. I found like all of my autumnal paper clips and stuck them in there. But just wanted to share that with you guys. This is the rest of my morning routine of what it looks like. And I'm gonna get ready, actually go upstairs, get the girls up, my husband up, so everybody can start getting ready for this day. And we are on today, I think this is day 15, 16? I don't know. I'll put it on the screen of 75 Hard. Good morning, everybody. It is 9:30. I'm getting in my outdoor walk before work. It is drizzling, so I'm stuck in the little drizzle. I think it's gonna clear because it's like that, you know, part of the sky going on. So, but other than that, my kids are where they need to be for the day. School. The little one is at grandma's house for a few hours. Getting in my walk. The only other thing that I have to do today, outside of, you know, sticking to the plan as far as food and so forth, but that's a, a no-brainer at this point, is get my water in. So, yeah, just getting in the walk out here at the Forest Preserve as usual. I like to kind of, you know, get into either listening to a video, a podcast or something, and also, you know, just watch my surroundings because I'm by myself, but you know, pretty safe area for the most part. And I see a lot of other walkers or joggers. I've seen a few like wildlife creatures in the 15 days. You can tell the rain. It's like, but I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this up, get home, shower. So today's post-walk meal is my egg scramble with Canadian bacon. I also have some pico de gallo, 2 pieces of the Dave Killer bread with 50 grams of avocado with sprinkled on top the everything but the bagel seasoning. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into this. Oh, and I put 14 grams of cheese in my egg scramble. So I'm gonna get into it and get to work. All right, so I am making a snack. I have my fat-free cottage cheese and I have my applesauce. I know it may seem weird, actually a really good snack. So it's 113 grams, which is the serving. Okay, and then I'm gonna do my applesauce and yum yum. All right. Hello everybody, it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I am getting through work. I was taking a little break because I was like, let me go and refill my water. Yes, that does say in my pumpkin spice era. Yes, and I have a football topper. I actually got this football topper last year, and I'm like, you know what? This just matches everything. Yeah. So I had to refill my water. I actually just got me another bubbly as well. So because this doesn't have anything in it, it has like no lemon, no sweetener, no nothing. I don't count it as my gallon, but it's water. It's just carbonated, right? So yeah. I mean, it does have the essence of the flavors. That's why I don't count it because I'm not really sure how that works, right? You want to be sure, you want to be honest, but it just says purified carbonated water, natural flavors. Who knows what the natural flavors really means? But I don't count it as my water. I know people always ask, well, you know, when it comes to the gallon of water, can I put this in my water? Does tea count? I personally do not believe that tea counts as water. I believe water counts as water. So just a little side note, my little sidebar. But yeah, I just threw some food in the oven because I am also meal prepping. I'm doing some chicken thighs, some salmon, some green beans that I needed to cook because they were just in the refrigerator. And my husband pulled out ground beef. I'm not really sure what he wants to do with that. I did ask him if he wanted me to cook it, but he's like, I got it. So I don't know. But I am doing some things. Water, like I said, took a little break. Mom life. I have to remember now to go pick up my daughter because this is her first year in all day school. So she doesn't get out till 3 something. But it's just that, okay, I have to remember because I'm not used to picking her up at that time. Other than that, the day is going by really well. Right now, I just need to finish my water. I am on, this is technically number 3, but I mean, I'm not going to be done. Like, I'm not going to stop drinking water after this. And 3 of these is my gallon. But other than that, the day has been good. I did get rained on, as you guys saw a little earlier. That's just a part of the program, right? Things are going to happen with the weather. But it wasn't too bad. It was more of a drizzle. So yeah, the day is not bad. Things are going well. This is day 16, week 3. Well, the beginning of week 3. And so yeah, I thought I would just come in and check in with you guys. I'm going to get back to work and I will talk with you guys later. All right, so I got some meal prep already completed. We had some bell peppers. I had cut up some yesterday for the chili, and we had some left over. So I just went ahead and, I guess, sauteed them on the stovetop just to have. And then I went ahead and cooked the ground beef that my husband took out. I threw in some onions that we had left over as well because that was from the chili. So, I mean, he can do tacos. We have some pasta. You can do whatever, but it'll be done and cooked for the week. But for me specifically, my husband does not eat fish, so I have my salmon that was left over from about a week ago. I had froze a few pieces from my pickup at Costco, so this is what was left. I have some chicken thighs that I went ahead and cooked up, and then I did the green beans that I said I had needed to cook up. And then just for seasonings, I just did the salt, pepper, and garlic that I get from Costco. Let me see if I have it out. Yes. So I use the Kinders. Okay. That's the one I use usually on my salmon or my chicken thighs. I did do this on the chicken thighs as well. Very simple. I keep it simple. For the veggies, I found this at Costco a while ago. It really tastes really good. So I put this on the green beans. And then for the chicken thighs, like I said, a few of the pieces, I did the garlic, salt, and pepper. And then for the 2 on top there, where is it? I put this seasoning on there. I wanted to try it, so we'll see how that goes. But I only did 2 pieces. So, mind you, I also have my chili that I made yesterday. That is in the refrigerator already. I have my hard-boiled eggs already set. I do cook my oatmeal every morning because I don't want to pre-cook oatmeal. Other than that, I have my applesauce. I have my cottage cheese. I have some Greek yogurt. Let me show you real quick. Hold on, guys. So I actually picked up these Greek yogurts. They're 25 grams of protein, the ratio protein. I got the strawberry one. This thing, if you're a Weight Watchers person, it is 4 points, but it's 25 grams of protein. There are the rest of the nutritional facts. Okay, it does have, I think it's the Splenda. All right, so I got my dinner out. I got some green beans. I typically don't measure. I really eyeball my green beans, so I kind of say it's like a cup, right? But I do measure out my proteins, and like if I do like a salad mix, I definitely measure that stuff out. But usually green veggies, I just eat until my heart's content. 6 ounces of salmon, I did measure that on my trusty little scale. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat, finish up my water, and I'll talk with you guys later. So I just wanted to come on real quick and close out day, I keep forgetting what day this is. I want to say it's day 16. Day 16 of 75 Hard. Good day. It's a Monday. Nothing too crazy. Got everything done. I am going to finish up water because I'm just like, throat is itchy. But other than that, good day. Day 16 is in the bag. I will see you guys in the morning. I hope you guys have a great evening. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, everybody. It is I think like 3:45 in the morning, I am gonna get on my bike and do 45 minutes. I think it's gonna be a 45-minute bike day and a 45-minute walk day. I am tired. So we'll see. My bike is taking a minute to load up because I think I told you guys about our power went out and I haven't turned it back on since. So I'm just waiting on that. So I am up and making my coffee. I just finished my 45-minute indoor workout. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here without wasting it. And this is my collagen. Hold a little bit. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish pouring my coffee. I have my creamer going and getting my morning started, and then I am going to sit down and read. All right, so breakfast is on repeat as usual. I have my oatmeal all set up, and I have my 2 hard-boiled eggs. This has my golden raisins, a little bit of the pumpkin creamer. I actually found it in store. I'm so excited. Raisins, pumpkin creamer, cinnamon, nutmeg, a pack of Splenda. That's all set to go. And then my 2 hard-boiled eggs with the everything but the bagel seasoning. I got my daughter's lunch bag already together. And we gonna finish up coffee. I didn't get a chance to finish up my reading, so I have to finish a couple pages later. Refill my water, get upstairs to get the day going. All right, I'll see you guys later. Good morning, good people. So I am out here. I don't know if it's gonna rain. It says it, my phone says it's not, but I'm out here getting in my second, my outdoor workout in. Of course, I'm doing a 45-minute walk. I'm almost at my turnaround point. I loop around this forest preserve and then it's time to turn back around. And I don't know if it's raining because the wind is blowing and I'm around a lot of trees, so I don't know if the wind is just blowing the water off the leaves. But anyway, this is day 17 of I'm about to say 45 hard, of 75 hard. I forgot to tell you guys that I normally add like a cup of grapes to my breakfast. But I love grapes. I am done with grapes. I ran out and I'm not gonna go to the store because I also have some cucumbers I need to eat up. So instead of my cup of grapes that I normally have with my breakfast, I did a cup of cucumbers this morning. So I forgot to add that this morning. It's a car coming behind me. So, but I just wanted to be transparent and fully letting you guys know what I have for breakfast. And this is an interesting week because just to, to be further transparent, it's girly week. So PMS is here and she's kicking my butt and I don't like it. But, I'm tired, like not tired from the workouts, just, hormonal imbalance pretty much. But so far so good. Day 17, week 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to my turnaround point. Hope maybe before I get back home, I'll check back in. But I'm just gonna continue to listen to my podcast that I'm listening to. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye. All right, so today's post-walk meal is the avocado toast with my pumpkin turkey chili. I'm gonna go ahead and eat and get to work. Good afternoon, good people. So I sometimes feel like, why am I even filming this? Because it's like the same stuff. So I just did my cottage cheese and my applesauce, a half a cup of each. I refilled my water. I forgot to share this with you guys. I had a half of this Built Bar this morning, so that was 2 points. I didn't eat the whole thing. It was like right before my walk, so I had that. I still need to empty out my breakfast bag and put this in the refrigerator. I didn't even drink it. But I got my applesauce, cottage cheese, refilling the water. I'm gonna go ahead and get this going and I'll check in later. Good afternoon, everybody. I just wanted to come on real quick. It is Tuesday. It is day 17, as I've mentioned already in this video. So week 3, like I said, things have been going really well. No complaints at all. Let me try to steady my camera here. one thing I really wanted to talk about, and I put that in the title of this week's vlog, is dealing with imposter syndrome. I know I'm not the only person that has ever dealt with that, but I just wanted to take a minute because imposter syndrome for me, it comes and goes. Like there are moments where I am just like, I'm doing this, I'm feeling great, I'm doing well, no issues, whatever, right? And if you've never heard of imposter syndrome, I'll try to find like the Webster's Dictionary and put the definition here so you can know what I am talking about. But it's basically this feeling that'll come over you where you feel like you are a fraud, like the achievements you have made in life, like was that me? Like you'll start to question your own abilities to do things. And it'll make you feel like you don't belong in the spaces that you have either worked hard to be in or have been elevated to. However you want to say it, it'll make you feel like you don't belong in that space and that you're going to be found out like you're a fraud or something. And it's called imposter syndrome. And I noticed that I dealt with this more so after becoming a mom. Like it became heightened. But it comes and goes. It doesn't stay like, continuously throughout my days, throughout my weeks, but it definitely does come. And I'm also noticing that it comes a lot around like PMS time or whatever, like just these feelings of like, oh my God, am I doing enough? Am I good enough? Just these constant questions that go on in my head. And so this week it has been heightened for the past couple of days. As I mentioned earlier, it is girly week, so I know what is triggering it, but the feelings are real. Like it really feels real, and then I have to ask myself, because I am a believer, what does God say about me? How does God see me? What are I'm redeemed in Christ. I am his daughter. I am set apart. I am, saved by grace. Like I am enough when it comes to God because he has made me, he's making me righteous. He's sanctifying me. And so I just wanted to pause on that today and bring that into the conversation because it is something that is real. It is something that I deal with. Like I said, I don't deal with it daily, but it does come up and down in my life. And I know I'm not the only one. And so for anybody else that deals with imposter syndrome, just know that the way God sees you is not those thoughts that are going through your head. And I hope that this reaches you. And so just know you're not alone. I pray for myself. I'll be praying for you if you're someone who deals with it. Let me know in the comments, is imposter syndrome something that comes in your life? I've even Googled, like just trying to look up people in the Bible that dealt with imposter syndrome. It's not going to say, Eve dealt with imposter syndrome or what, Adam dealt with imposter syndrome, but just their, like what we know about them, their characteristics that show up in the Bible about that particular person. Like, did they deal with imposter syndrome? And so I've actually looked that up. I've come across a few characters or people, let me not call them characters, but people in the Bible that dealt with imposter syndrome. So it kind of gives a comfort because those were people that God also used throughout his story. And so I just wanted to bring light to that and talk about that a little bit this week because it is something that's on my mind. It is something that, like I said, I deal with, and I know I'm not alone, and I hope you're not alone, but I just wanted to pause, take a minute, and bring that in. But yeah, I am just getting through the day, getting through the week, nothing crazy. I still need to finish my reading pages, which I will. I am working on my water. I think I'm pretty much done. I have like this one to do, and then like this full cup, and then I'm good for the day, but of course I'll keep drinking. I think that's it, just my water and my pages. I still have dinner to eat, and that's about it. So I hope you guys are having a great day. It is Tuesday, so hope you're having a great Tuesday. I will check in with you guys later, and hope you have a good one. Bye. All right, guys, so dinner is going to be salmon. It's a little bit more than I anticipated. It's actually 7 ounces, but I was like, I'm not going to leave that little piece for tomorrow. So 7 ounces of salmon, and then I have a cup of my green beans, and I might do a yogurt later. I'm not sure, but this is going to be dinner, and I just wanted to share that with you. Okay, so things are on repeat, guys. So I have my avocado toast. This week I have the good seed. I like the sprouted grain one from Dave's Killer Bread, but I have the good seed. This is the thin sliced one. So I have 2 slices of the Dave's Killer Bread with 80 grams of avocado. I think it's like 3 points on Weight Watchers. You know, I love this seasoning, the everything but the bagel seasoning, so I put that on there. And then I have a little over a serving of the pumpkin turkey chili. I had split my chili into 2 containers, and I just had like a little bit more. So I'm actually gonna count this as like a serving and a half. So it'll probably be 3 points, because the serving size for the recipe is 2 points, and it's 1.5 cups of chili, and it was a little bit more. So I have that, have my avocado toast. I'm probably gonna grab a bubbly and my water bottle and get the day going with work. I almost forgot to tell you guys. So I went ahead and grabbed a snack. It is my usual half a cup of cottage cheese and applesauce. I am looking at this and I'm just thinking to myself how gross this looks. But it is actually so good. And I really look forward to this snack module. It is high in protein. I use the unsweetened applesauce. And it is just delicious to me. And I'm going to go ahead and get back into this, but I thought I would just pause for a second, show you guys what my snack is right now, and oh well. Bye. Good morning, everybody. So I am downstairs. I just finished a 45-minute ride on my Peloton bike. I am getting ready to make my coffee. I got my collagen. And then I'm going to go ahead and sit down and start reading. It is all this week I have been saying the wrong numbers of the days that I'm on. Today is day 19. Day 19. I'm going to be starting a new book. I'll show you guys that in a minute as soon as I get the coffee brewed and sit down. All right, so I got my coffee, guys, and I am sitting down. I actually finished my other book, so I only have like 4 pages of this book to read because the last one had 6. So I'm gonna get started in this book. I've had it for a minute. It's called Hard Is Not the Same Thing as Bad. The perspective shift that could completely change the way you mother. If you guys don't know, I am a mom of 2 little ones, and so I picked up this book a while ago, like maybe a year, maybe 2 years ago, maybe a little less, I don't know. But I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna read the books that I have, and so it is nonfiction, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. So I'm looking forward to this. And then I have my notebook as far as like my prayers and Bible study book. My husband bought me this for our anniversary years ago. So I'm gonna do some notes in there, and then I have my planners. I need to look at some stuff for the week, my water, and I brought my AirPods down here. I don't have my charger, my case. So I'm just sitting them to the side so I don't forget them, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into this. All right, guys, so good morning again. I am getting my breakfast ready. I have my oatmeal set out here. I wanted to show you guys these. I actually ordered these online. They came the other day, and just some ways that I am enjoying and welcoming fall. I mentioned to you guys I love fall, and I'm just trying to romanticize the season. So I picked these. They're called finishing sugars. So, you know, definitely be aware of the calories and carbs if you are going to purchase these. I am definitely sticking with the serving size on them, actually doing less than the serving size, but I wanted to share these with you guys. I got them on the McCormick website. So just some great little things to add, just to give things a little flavor, but nothing too crazy, okay? I know yesterday I used the pumpkin spice one, and I literally only did 4 grams of it, and it tasted so good. So this is like what the serving size looks like. Okay, so just wanted to share that with you all. I'm getting my eggs together with my favorite seasoning. Baby girl's lunch bag is over there, and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I gotta get all my notes and stuff wrapped up to get upstairs to get the family going for the day. Just thought I would come on and say good morning again. I'm out here getting my walk before work. You guys can see me. A little blurry, but I have started to desire these walks, which is so crazy because if you remember from week 1, I was telling you guys how like I don't like to walk outside. because it's outside. And mind you, I live by forest preserve, so it's like a lot of wildlife and bugs I'm hearing and nature, and it could rain, it could snow, it could do whatever. But in this, I have been using these walks to pray, to listen to different sermons, to meet with God. They have truly become a blessing. Like, I literally look forward to this time. So if you're doing 75 hard, try to find the goodness in the task, whether that's walking, being outside, reading a book that's not, quote unquote for entertainment, but to, give you knowledge, to learn something from it, to be still, despite all the chaos, going on in the world. So I just thought I would drop that little nugget, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna get home after this, get showered, work, get some food, and I'll check back in with you guys later. My meals will probably be very similar to what they've been all week. So not much is changing there, but I hope you guys have a great Thursday, and I'll talk with you later. Bye. So for today's post outdoor walk meal, because I have run out of avocado, I am using this Gold Irish spreadable butter with olive oil and sea salt. These are the ingredients, okay, and then also the nutrition facts. So this is 4 points on Weight Watchers, and then I have my pumpkin turkey chili, which is 2 points, and then I added the 14 grams of the Kirkland shredded cheddar jack cheese. So the chili is 2 points, the cheese is 2 points, the butter is 4 points, and the toast is, I think, 4 points for 2 pieces, if I'm not mistaken. I'll put it here on the screen. I'm gonna look at my app just to make sure, but this is my post outdoor walk meal. Also my lunch, because I eat so early. I'm gonna go ahead and get into this and also get into work. All right, today's dinner is the 5 ounce of chicken thigh, and then I did the Taylor Farms Mexican street corn salad for 100 grams. So go ahead and get into this. Good morning, everybody. It is day 20 on 75 hard. I just finished my 45-minute indoor workout. I did a 45-minute walk today, so it'll be a double walk day. I am downstairs making my coffee. I'm using my Nespresso today. I actually have my collagen, of course. I'm going to be putting that in my coffee. It has no flavor. I've mentioned that every day. That's my collagen I use. I go between this one and the Vital Proteins one, whichever one we see at Costco, we grab. And then I have my creamer in my frother. I'm gonna warm this up. I measure that out on my trusty scale. But I'm getting my morning started, and then I'm gonna read my 10 pages, refill my water cup. Breakfast is gonna be the same: oatmeal, hard-boiled eggs. Then I'll get my girls together, and my husband out the door. No, actually, he's working from home. So, yeah, it's Friday. I'm gonna get this day going. I'll probably pick the camera back up when I'm outside on my walk, but I'm gonna read, work out, get everybody together, and get the morning going. I hope you guys have a great start to your Friday, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Good morning, good people. So, outdoor workout, of course, it's a walk. I'm on my turnaround. I'm on my way back. So just thought I'd pop in, getting in the 45-minute outdoor workout. The sun is shining. It's Friday. Yay. So just want to check in with you guys. I will finish up my walk. I'm listening to a podcast or a sermon, finish up my walk and get home, shower, work. It's probably going to be turkey, the pumpkin turkey chili, and my toast. That's been on repeat like for the past couple of days. So I just want to check in with you guys. Hope you guys have a great Friday. Talk to you guys later. So I thought I would come on real quick. It is like midday. It's already almost 2 o'clock p.m. So the day is going pretty good. No complaints whatsoever. I had a repeat on my pumpkin turkey chili. I'm actually gonna have to, put that in the mix for meal prep for the weekend, for Sunday, for the week, for next week. But I did my applesauce and my cottage cheese, which you guys know is like an everyday staple now. And then I'm just gonna round out the day with probably my chicken thigh that I had yesterday with the Taylor Farm Mexican corn salad, which was really tasty. So tomorrow is weigh-in day. So I was like, you know what? It's not a. I feel like it's Friday. Why am I gonna keep showing them the same foods I've ate all week? But tomorrow is weigh-in day. It's gonna be a pretty busy day too because my girls, our daughters, resume dance. So we're throwing. So we got school back in the mix. We have now dance and swim, because they go to swim on Sundays. We go to church and swim on Sundays, swim class, and then dance on Saturdays. So it's a lot going on. I feel like we're back into full rush, right? Full routine of everything, all the girls' extracurricular activities, and then just us as a family trying to do things on the weekends and have fun. So we'll see. We got to get everything done still, all the tasks, right, for 75 hard, but things are going to go great. I don't know if I'm going to make it to my meeting tomorrow because my husband has some stuff he has to do in the morning. I never miss my meetings, but we really have to attend to this tomorrow. So I'm not sure of the timing yet of that. So if I am not, I'm still going to get up, do my workout fasted, meaning like no food, no water. I'll do like a 45-minute workout early, get that over with, and then I'm gonna weigh in at home. So either I will post my weigh in at home, or if I do make it to my meeting, I will of course post that weigh in. But either way, tomorrow is still weigh in day. I'm not going to miss that at all. Despite whatever, I'm still gonna get everything done. But I just wanted to pop in because it's Friday. I'm just gonna finish up work, have my dinner. Family will be home. And so I'm probably just going to end up the weekly, the vlog will end tomorrow. But I'm just going to end out today now because I'm just going to eat the same things. But actually hear my husband and the little one home right now. So I'm going to end this out. I'll definitely check in with you guys tomorrow for my weigh-in. But I hope you guys have a great Friday. And I'll talk to you later. Bye. Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday. It is day 21 on 75 Hard. I am sitting in my dining room. I thought I would sit over here and I just finished reading my book. My daughters are in the living room watching Paw Patrol. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sit in the dining room. I can hear them, see them. So, yeah. So I did not go to my Weight Watchers meeting. My husband had an appointment this morning. So instead of me rushing the girls, getting them to my mom, doing all the rush, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take the day off from Weight Watchers, take the Saturday off. And I have to take the girls to dance, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stay home, have a slow morning, get the reading done. I did do my 45-minute workout this morning. I just did a ride on my bike, my Peloton bike, and I'm going to do my walk outside later. Not sure how that's going to go because we'll see how my husband feels when he gets home. But slow morning. Oh, and I'm down 0.5. So yeah, I'm excited about that. So I'll post my weight somewhere in here so you guys can see that. But slow morning, not much going on. Day 21. Probably won't do too much with the camera today because we got family stuff going on. But I just wanted to jump on real quick. I'm wrapping up week 3, moving on to week 4 tomorrow. Good going. I still am down even with PMS and girly week and all that stuff. So got my water going and my reading is done. So I'll talk with you guys in week 4. Have a great weekend.